Hey YouTube, guess who it is? Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray and you are watching A Nurse's Budget. On this channel, we do cash stuffings, saving challenges, sinking funds, planning, and a little bit of gossip about my family, of course, and me included. So, it has been ages, y'all. Yes, I know. I think the last video I did was in December. So for those of you that have been following my channel, and I could zoom this out a little bit so I can get my hands in there. Yeah. So for those of you that have been following my channel, you know that I was, past tense, in school working on my master's in nursing. So I have since, in December, I started my capstone and practicum. So I had to do, this big 25-page report, so to speak. That's the easiest way to put it. I did mine on complementary and alternative therapies. I am a palliative care RN case manager, and I mostly manage oncology patients, so cancer patients. So I wanted to center my capstone around that. So I had took some time off of YouTube, and then I finished. So I'm back. But what I have decided to do, I myself, if you guys follow me, you guys know that I have migraines. Well, I've been having migraines since I was 13. But over the summer, I realized something was very different about my migraines. And, I went to my neurologist. I see my neurologist like every 3 months. I went to my neurologist and I kept saying, something's going on, something's going on. So finally, in about September, I asked my neurologist to give me an MRA. So there's a difference between an MRI and an MRA, but it would have showed up either way. A MRA focuses on like the vessels in your brain. Make sure that you don't have like like an aneurysm, those type of things. Because I couldn't figure out why I was getting migraines like every 3 days. I am more prone to migraines in the summertime because of the sun. I live here in Nevada and it's really hot out here. So if you know, you know. So anyways, I asked for an MRA. That was in September. And my neurologist was only working on Friday. Come to find out he was merging with another group. So finally, I asked my my primary care provider. And this was like so it was the end of September when I requested it, like beginning of October. So then I asked her for it in November. And so with the holidays and stuff coming up, and then my father-in-law passing away, I finally did my MRA. Well, I got news that I was not expecting. So come to find out, I had a stroke, a silent stroke. I don't have any deficits, but and the type of stroke I had a cerebellar, a small cerebellar infarct. And it presented, it said small old cerebellar infarct. So anytime that you have a stroke and it's over 2 weeks old, they can't tell when you actually had it. So I looked up the type of stroke I had because, there's a CVA, which is a cerebral vascular accident. That's the one where, you have like hemiplegia, or where you're paralyzed on one side. So the type of stroke I had, it worked on like balance, like your balance. And those are like the worst kind, the kind that I had. Thank God I'm still here. But just the year prior, I had an MRI and it didn't show up on that. So they repeated the MRI and it showed up on the MRI. So that gave them like, okay, so you have this within that year. So within that 12 months, I had the stroke. So in June, and I don't know if I shared this, my husband, he considers it his brother, but it's his best friend's brother. They grew up, they've known each other since like the fourth grade. Well, he passed away. And I remember they wanted to get all the family together, and he was at Loma Linda in California. So I asked my husband, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I said, babe, well, do you want to just drive down there? And he was like, yeah. So I told him, I said, you know what, I'll drive. So we were on our way from Nevada to California, and then I noticed I got really dizzy. And I said to my husband, I said, babe, something's going on with me. Something's going on. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, but something's happening to me. And he was like, pull over, pull over. So we pulled over, and I said, I got really dizzy. And it lasted, it was briefly, I want to say maybe 30 seconds, but that, you know, in times term, that's like really long. I don't know, but after that, nothing, I was fine. So that's when it happened. So it happened actually in June. Hence, all the migraines just back to back, me trying to figure it out back to back. So, yeah, and I'm young. Yeah, I'm 46, you know, and at the time I was 45. So I was even younger. So, I have a clotting disorder, and it's called MTHFR. A lot of people have this clotting disorder, this deficiency. It's you have to look it up. It's just a bunch of long words. So a lot of people have this deficiency, but it predisposes you to blood clots and strokes. So I was always worried about blood clots. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think about having a stroke. So hence, here January, for healthcare is so slow. I mean, and I can't imagine what people that aren't medically inclined go through, because I am on it. If I'm not getting referrals, I'm calling my insurance company. I'm complaining. I'm making noise. So I'm still going through testing, but I know what it was. You know, I know what it was. And then I don't have a lot of confidence in the healthcare systems out here in Nevada, because I'm seeing a hematologist, so oncology. And then that was another thing. So I work for oncology out here. We have two major oncology providers, and I work for one of them. So of course they give me a referral to that one. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to that one. I'll run into my patients. Absolutely not. So then I had to wait for my other referral to go to the other cancer center out here. And it's cancer is, it's called cancer, but they do cancer oncologists, which are cancer specialists. They specialize in cancer and blood disorders. So mine is considered a blood disorder. So finally, after we found this out in January, so I had to go to the neurologist after neurologist, and follow up, and this and that testing, and MRI. So they referred me to hematology. And so I saw the hematologist just last Tuesday. Right here. This is Tuesday is when I saw, and we are here. So that's when I saw the hematologist finally. And so she won't put me on any blood thinners, you know, and I told her about a lot, you know, all the family members that I have had passed away, mostly young. So it's a short range, like, you know, from early 20s to 50s, that range. And she's like, no, I'm going to do studies, blah, blah, blah. You know, just keep taking a baby aspirin. That has been shown, you know, to reduce your risk of stroke. So I'm on a baby aspirin. They also started me, which I'm kind of devastated about, because I do not want to take a statin, which is a cholesterol lowering medication. Now, my cholesterol, I think, and I don't know my lab ranges. I don't, you know, do work with a lot of different labs, but I think you have to be under like 100. And I was like only like 107 or 109, something really low. But they put me on a low dose statin. That was my neurologist suggestion, you know, to prevent other strokes. So I'm on a statin, you know, and a baby aspirin. And what I think, and I know this is probably my fault. I don't know if it would have happened if not, but I'm supposed to take folic acid. because I have a deficiency in folic acid. So I'm supposed to take folic acid. And so I hadn't been taking it while I was in school, just laziness, just pure laziness. And then I can't even remember if I took it today, but I think I did take it today. So just pure laziness, wasn't taking it. So the deficiency I have, the folic acid deficiency, and just a lot of other things, it causes like heart disease, stroke, those type of things. So I'm back on my folate. I take methylfolate, 1 milligrams every day, aspirin, and now atorvastatin. And what I have noticed, I actually have noticed a decrease in my migraines. So I was absolutely getting them like once a week, absolutely once a week. And since I have been taking the folic acid, I didn't have a migraine up until, I should have put it on here. Where is it? Because I know I had one this week sometime. Oh, Thursday. So I did have a migraine Thursday, but before that, I hadn't had one. See? And look, I feel like an old lady, doctor's appointment. So appointment here, like I've had an appointment every week. And when this first happened, I had an appointment every single day. Cardiologist, I had to get my carotid arteries checked. Just so much stuff was going on. But before that, my last migraine was when I was on a cruise. So I did go on a cruise, but that's when I first started taking the folic acid. And there you see I had it like 3 times that week while I was on the cruise. And I wasn't drinking water, and it was humid and sunny, and all those things are really bad for me. But like even before that, you know, migraine. Let's see. Well, let's see, February. Now I know I didn't go this far without migraine. Oh, because you know what? I was having them every day. So I ended up getting, what do you call that? Botox. Botox in January. And I got Botox right here. Nope, that's December. Where's January? I got Botox January 3rd, and I had a headache every single day. But of course, I didn't want to fill mine up with a bunch of migraine stickers. So I ended up going to urgent care on a Saturday. I think I had waited 2 weeks. So I think it was this Saturday when I went to urgent care, and they ended up giving me a CAT scan because, well, I was having a headache every single day, and they ended up giving me a CAT scan just to check everything out, and, you know, everything was fine. But, yeah, so that has been what's been going on with me. So hopefully now that I'm done with school, oh, and another decision I made, and my husband's not too happy about it, but look, my life, my decision is that I was going to get my master's. Well, I've graduated with my bachelor's. Well, I completed my bachelor's program. Haven't graduated yet. We'll graduate next month. But I decided I'm not going to get my master's. I'm not going to cause myself unnecessary stress. What to me, unnecessary stress is just not worth it. Y'all, I just been really living in the moment and living it up. And even this migraine that was on Thursday, it literally lasts me about an hour or 2. And I think it has something to do with my hair, because I can't have like braids or anything bulky on my head. And it was actually, my hair was braided, so it was bulky. So I honestly think that's what happened. And that was only for like, I thought I wasn't going to, I was laid up. I could sat in my migraine chair. I wasn't even going to go to work. And then I'm like, oh my God, my migraine's gone. So I ended up going to work. So it lasted maybe 2 hours, I'm thinking. And so that's good, because normally they last like 7 hours. And that was good for me. I'm like, oh, only a migraine for 7 hours. That's perfect. So that is that. I don't know how much time I've been talking. Let's see, where are we at with this? Okay, so we're at 15 minutes. So I guess I just turned that into a story time, since it's already 15 minutes long, just about what's been going on with me and my health. I just really suggest that don't let doctors dismiss your symptoms. Always follow up, because, you know, once you have a stroke, I wouldn't say predisposed, but, you know, you could have another stroke, or, you know, just any health issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this video up, and I was going to do a plan it with me, but since I'd spent all this time running my mouth talking about, you know, where I've been and what I've been doing, I'll just go ahead and wrap this video up, and then I'll start another one, and it'll be a plan with me. And that's a whole nother drama in itself. So, you know, hopefully, look, I've been doing so much these past couple of months. So hopefully I am back. And for all my subscribers, you know, thank you for sticking with me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.